What's happening?
Shh. कहाँ से आ रहे हो? पटना बॉस. पटना? पटना में क्या है? परवाह है तो बाढ़ में जा. लेकिन हमारी रेंज में.
So we finally got some context to Far Cry 4. Looked gorgeous, indestructible elephants, glider suits, grappling hooks, lots of exciting stuff. And we saw a little bit of the co-op, which you specifically saw. Was it cool?
All right. Yeah, the elephants are top tier. They're pretty badass. Yeah. I kind of felt like I was cheating on the elephant. I did play co-op, so the other guy also had an elephant. We're just in there with elephants. You'd meleeing dudes.
Had an elephant. What do you mean by that? Like just you could deploy the elephant, or it would follow you around?
So the way that the demo is set up, I should have asked if I could name and groom the elephant. But yeah, basically the way that's set up, the sequence from the press conference after he did the crazy bus takedown after the wingsuit, you're in front of the fortress basically for this demo, and it's like, which way do you want to approach this? So you can pick sneak, ride, or fly. And sneak is like they give you some tools like the stealth crossbow, which you saw in the trailer. Ride is you ride the elephants, you just trample on things and knock stuff away. It wasn't super interesting, the elephants. I kind of felt like it was just like in a massive tank. But of course you can get off and use your other stuff. And flying, they have a vehicle called the Buzzer, and you can fly it around and whip out your grenade launcher and plug away at the people on the ground. So
running out of ammo, I imagine, would be a problem if you're in the gyrocopter or with the.
Maybe. He told me you could do aerial takedowns out of the gyrocopter as well. I'm not sure if you had to jump. I didn't get to do that.
How was the controls? Copters can be a little tricky sometimes.
Yeah, they're super simple. One button makes you go up, another button makes you go down, and then you just drive around with the thing. So if real gyrocopters were that easy to fly,
did you try all three of those options?
I didn't get to the sneak, and I thought, I didn't have that much time. I feel like the sneak, they showed that off really well in the press conference, so I just wanted to, I want to get on the elephant first of all, and then play the other stuff. But basically, it's kind of a simple thing. The fortress, he says it's a new type of, it's like an outpost from Far Cry 3, but bigger. And he said you can try to take them on earlier on in the story when you just have an AK and no skills, but he said, they're fairly difficult if your character isn't at a powerful place, but of course you're free to go in and try what approach you can to take it out. And I guess having another person helps. I didn't really notice if the difficulty changed or anything like that. It's just me and my homie gunning down dudes, flying around, getting on elephants. It's kind of just a little bit of chaos there.
Did you have a competent partner?
Oh yeah, it was. It's one of the guys that made the game, so he knew what's up.
He was queuing up the elephant for massive destruction.
Right, we're just rolling around murdering things. There wasn't really much planned. It's stark contrast to Rainbow Six Siege. Just kind of like, let's just go in there and I don't know, bust through the door with some elephants and start fucking shit up.
Was it tough? I mean, where do you see the challenge in this game coming from?
Because I think I have a similar character progression to Far Cry 3, and that the game will get easier as you get more powerful. No tattoos or anything. I don't know how they're going to manage it. Or maybe I just couldn't see it. Maybe he had it in a private spot that I couldn't. No, but anyway, I think it's kind of a relative difficulty. When I played it, it was pretty easy. You could pretty much just, go in there and raise hell, destroy everybody.
It sounds fun at E3. I mean, the demo was really fun to watch. So
it's okay for E3. I did kind of feel like, it is kind of a limiting demo. It's just, assault the fortress. And I did kind of want to, we talked about the grappling hook. I'm like, can you use the grappling hook, and what can it do? And can you use it on people? It's like, pretty much the grappling hook is not within the scope of this demo. So if you will just get on your elephant, we can trample some people.
How does it look? Lots of pretty shooters we've seen. We talked about Rainbow Six earlier. Homefront I thought looked really good. Had some nice drapes.
Right. I think it looks pretty good. It's not, I wouldn't call it out from this E3 as being, this is one of the best looking shooters I've seen. I'm not saying it looks bad, but yeah, it looks pretty good. Reminds me a lot of Far Cry 3, which is Far Cry 3 is a pretty good looking game.
Looks like a lot more verticality than was in Far Cry. I know there were mountains and stuff, but it looks like the kind of Tomb Raider, gasp, that's such a long fall, seems to be kind of prevalent, or something they were playing up with the wingsuits. When you were taking out the town, did that come into play? Those shacks didn't look like they were too tall. Could you kind of climb up?
They're not super tall. Like I said, did fly around with a copter, but yeah, it's kind of like first-person Tomb Raider, and the amount of headshots and murder that you're unleashing on the environment. But Yeah, he did say with the helicopter you could, or the buzzer. They called it the buzzer. I can't really. Yeah, the buzzer. It's a verb that does things. But he said you know you can use this to explore the island. You can use this to land all kinds of crazy places. You can get around places. Yeah, so I think that's going to factor into the main game. For the fortress, though, it's just a matter of getting higher than everyone else. They did send a helicopter after us at a certain point, but grenades work pretty good.
So you mentioned, did someone else do the fly suit with the wingsuit drop?
Oh no, that's basically just what we saw in the press conference.
But did he control that point? Or
I saw a theater demo for it as well because I thought I thought they might show something new. It ended up being the same press conference, but it was a guy playing it, but he played it the exact same way.
Okay.
Down to the beat that the press conference went through. So all I know is that sequence is right before you come upon that fortress.
So I approach something, I say, screw this, I want to get out of here, and I want to get my copter. How do you call it in? Did someone bring it for you, or does it just like appear? I
have no idea. For me, I just selected from the demo menu that I wanted to fly,
right.
And they're like, we'll make it happen for you.
The elephants were there, poised and ready.
Yeah, they're
to
like, you want elephants, helicopters? Just let us know.
No elephant. I mean, we're talking about Metal Gear earlier, and you can apparently take wild animals and parachute them out. I was wondering if it's kind of the opposite in Far Cry 4. The elephant just comes in. Operation Dumbo Drop.
Right. If they did that, it was before I got loaded in. Yeah.
Anything else fun? Anything else notable that we wouldn't have got just from, because you said it's the same demo essentially that we saw before. Anything else you learned by playing it that you didn't get just from seeing it in the press conference?
Maybe just a small thing. He said that throwing knives were different, and you didn't have to perform a melee kill to do the knife throw thing. So you can kind of just use throwing knives as a silent killing weapon. Maybe it's just maybe just another stealth option. I mean, they definitely are looking to give you multiple approaches. Hey, do you want to just go in and go crazy, or do you want to be quiet? So. A lot of that, they have some more tools, helicopter, the ability to throw knives whenever. So, yeah, I'm sure they have some cool stuff that they will show us later.
Yeah, Far Cry usually plays up like very savage opponents, like really mean dudes, I would think, just like, because you're out in the middle of nowhere,
right.
And like these are just like pirates that kind of own this place, and
right.
You have to get out of there. Were they tough? Was the AI tough? Were they yelling obscenities at you? I mean, who were these guys?
I kind of felt sorry for those guys. Maybe it was the elephant, and also, the one kind of cutscene thing we've shown is the evil superior is like, Peon, you've messed up. I must murder you now.
Yeah.
Like all good bad guys, like the guy in Thief or whoever. That's how
you
should.
That's
how you do the villain.
Not even a knife.
Man, the villain, he's so mean.
Isn't it like a pen?
He just kills people. He just flies off the handle for no reason. No reason at all.
It just seemed like
terrible employer.
It seemed like kind of an impoverished town, right. That you went in and slaughtered everyone in.
Yeah, no, it didn't. Yeah, they weren't super tough. I think it's just kind of, for the purposes of this demo, just, go in and do whatever you want. Blow stuff up, murder people. I felt a little bad for them, for the record.
Played a lot of shooters today?
A couple. Yeah, 2.
How did it hold up? Was it the best, the worst, the middle?
I don't like to rank them that way. Each one is different in their own special way.
For what it did, it was fun?
Huh? Yeah, for that open world, Far Cry. It's
seemed like
really
Far Cry
like
3.
Far Cry 3.
So, I mean, the silver lining of that is if you really liked Far Cry 3, then yippee, you're gonna love this.
Right? Yeah, it looks different, has more stuff in it. So, yeah, hopefully they'll show us some more, maybe some more drastically different things. Although cool. I think the environment and the mountains, grappling hook, that'll give it quite a different feel that maybe I couldn't get a feel for here.
I'm surprised he didn't swing all the way across the ledge. He landed
right.
on the rock. And
I wanted him to go. I wanted him to. Yeah.
You know, shorten that.
I also wanted him to go in the water. I wanted him to sploosh into the water.
Oh yeah.
Out of the wingsuit.
And I'm sure, we'll get into that. I wonder if you can climb trees or climb other things, or if hopefully we'll see more tall environments, more vertical.
I'm sure that's a thing. They did. Yeah, they used a grappling hook once. Just like, hey,
I mean, I just want to point out, grappling hooks, wingsuits. Like Just Cause did this, 4 or 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Batman's doing it. Yeah. All the cool people are doing it.
All the cool kids are doing grappling hook. Yeah, hopefully we'll find out soon. More stuff from Far Cry 4.
Yep.
Gracias.
Can I put C4 on the elephant?
Why would you do that, you monster?